Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. Today we're really excited to be fitting the SigEnergy Battery System. This is the first time for us installing it, so let's head inside and take a look at the next steps of the installation. Right, so we are now in the plant room, and this is where all the work is going to take place to install the batteries and the gateway and do all the electrical work that's associated with that. So the first thing we've been working on was here yesterday, doing a bit of prep work, because otherwise it would have been a very full-on day today. So what we've done so far is this is the existing distribution board for the property, and this currently powers all the circuits around the whole house. Now, there are a number of circuits that do not require battery backup, so we're going to migrate some of the circuits from here over to this separate distribution board. So we bought a vertical unit in here because due to space restrictions, that's all we could fit. And now we have an isolator here which is going to extend the feed to the gateway. I'll come back to that in a minute. So we're having to rejig some of the mains tails, which are currently just going from the three-phase meter, into the distribution board. So we're going to take them out of the distribution board, the main one for the whole house. They're going to then go into some single pole Henry blocks down there, and then from there we are going to be directly feeding, as you can see now, the separate distribution board which powers the non-backup circuits. Then from here, the cables aren't quite finished yet, but these cables are then going to go and feed this isolator, which will go on and feed the gateway, which is going to be mounted on the side of this cabinet. Then from the gateway, we're then going to have the battery system. The actual batteries are going to be mounted on the floor here. And this is going to require some additional, because there's nothing here for the batteries to fit to and have a secure fitting so that they don't topple over. They're going to be mounted on the floor plate on the floor here. And then we're going to be constructing some strut supports across the back and running down the back of the battery system onto some floor plates that are down here, a couple of floor plates on the floor. And then from the back of the system here, we're going to run some strut over to the back wall. So we're going to basically stop the batteries from moving backwards and forwards and side to side. So that will provide a strong, suitable fixing for the battery rack. So this is where the SigEnergy gateway is going to be fitted. We've got the bracket mounted on the side of this, and we're going to get the gateway itself and drop this into position. So the next step we're taking, we currently got the gateway up on the wall. We've got the supply into the gateway and the cable back out that feeds back to the original distribution board. We are now going to be using this cable, which is some multi-core stranded HO7. This is not really nice and flexible, easy to work with. And this cable is going to run from the gateway, which is on the wall here, and it's going to go through the back of this cabinet, which we have got some lovely clearance for. This is really nice and convenient. We're going to come around the back, use some existing tray that is here, and that is approximately where the batteries are going to stack, and that cable is going to make its way to the battery stack. So we have here the SigEnergy 8 kilowatt battery. We've opted for that for this particular system. We have 5 in total, bringing in a total capacity of 40 kilowatts. The next bit we've got to do is mount the floor plates, and then the first battery drops into place, and then we go from there with mounting up each of the units after that. Right, now we have all the individual battery units mounted onto the floor plate. The last item that went into place was the SigEnergy controller. That is in place now. And the next step for us is going to be creating the framework behind to support this whole unit to stop it from tipping over. And then after that, we'll move on to the next stage. Right, we are currently in the process of creating a fixing on the back here, and we've decided to change our original plan, and we've fixed a bit of strut across the back to link these two fixings that connect to the whole system, and then we're going to run a piece of strut to the back wall there, and we're satisfied that's going to stop this from tipping front to back. And before we did that, we fixed in all these plates that hold all the battery cells together. And the next step after we've done our fixings from front to back is install the decorative edging of this whole system.